Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur.
And I'm Ruchi Sharma. We have got all the major global cryptocurrency news from the past week in this show. But before we start, let's cut across to Manoj Dhara for the market check.
So the crypto market is currently in the consolidation phase following a recent rally driven by the encouraging regulatory developments around the altcoin ETFs and the US Federal Reserve's dovish stance on monetary policy. So in a landmark move, the US SEC approved generic listing standards for the commodity-based trust shares on the major exchanges including the Nasdaq, CBOE and the NYSE. The streamlining approvals process allows these exchanges to list crypto products without undergoing the traditional ETF approval hurdles, significantly lowering the barriers for the digital assets products in America's regulatory capital markets. And this is actually a big benefit for the entire industry as well. Alongside this, the SEC gave the green light to the Grayscale's Digital Large Cap Fund, GDLC, on an ETP tracking the CoinDesk 5 index, offering investors exposure to the 5 major cryptocurrencies, including the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, and the Cardano.
Thanks, Manoj. So Solana-based corporate treasuries surged past $4 billion as companies have now continuing to accumulate the cryptocurrency according to new data.
Data from the reserve tracker, Strategic Solana Reserve, showed on Tuesday that Solana Treasuries hit 17.11 million tokens worth $4.03 billion at current prices.
Well, the reserves accounted for almost 3% of Solana's circulating supply of more than 600 million tokens.
The largest participant was Forward Industries, which held more than 6.8 million sold worth $1.61 billion.
Now, other firms such as Straps Technology, DeFi Development Corp, and Upexi each held about 2 million sold, with individual allocations exceeding $400 million.
Moreover, BitMine Immersion Technologies has become the world's largest Ethereum holder, disclosing 2.1 million Ether worth $9.97 billion plus 192 BTC and cash reserves.
Well, its total assets now stand at $10.8 billion, making it the second largest crypto treasury overall.
The latest boost came after BitMine acquired 46,255 Ether for $201 million on September 11th.
Well, Chairman Thomas Lee said the firm's long-term goal is to hold 5% of Ethereum supply, citing Wall Street's blockchain adoption and agentic AI as drivers of a possible ETH supercycle.
Also, strategy led by Bitcoin advocate Michael Saylor has purchased another 525 BTC between September 8th and 14th for $16 million at an average price of $114,562 per coin.
Well, this brings its total holdings to 638,985 BTC, worth over $73 billion at current prices.
The firm has invested $47.23 billion to date, averaging $73,913 per coin, leaving unrealized gains of more than $31 billion.
So Saylor highlighted the company's 25.9% Bitcoin yield year to date. Compared with its larger buys earlier this year, this week's purchase is relatively modest.
Simultaneously, Nasdaq-listed GD Culture Group Limited will add 7,500 Bitcoins to its long-term digital asset reserve once its acquisition of Pallas Capital is finalized, the firm disclosed on Wednesday. Those bitcoins are worth around $876 million at current prices.
So on Tuesday, GDC entered into a definitive share exchange agreement to acquire 100% of Pallas Capital circulating shares in exchange for over 39 million newly issued shares of GDC common stock. So Pallas is a British Virgin Islands registered company.
So according to Bitcoin Treasuries, the absorption of Pallas's 7,500 BTC alone would place GDC between the current 13th and 14th largest publicly traded Bitcoin holder, Block and Galaxy respectively, with an estimated 8,692 BTC and 6,894 BTC on their balance sheets.
So as of now, it is unclear how much Bitcoin, if any, GDC held before the Pallas's acquisition.
Furthermore, Helius Medical Technologies has raised $500 million to adopt Solana as its treasury asset, sending its stock up over 200% in pre-market trading.
So this PIPE deal, led by Panthera Capital and Summer Capital, was priced at $6.881 per share and could generate up to $1.25 billion with stapled warrants.
Investors include Animoca Brands and Hashkey Capital.
So Helius's plans to earn yield from Solana staking and DeFi. This move puts it in competition with Forward Industries, another Solana-focused treasury company.
In an interesting turn of events, US lawmakers will meet 18 crypto executives, including strategy chairman Michael Saylor and BitMine chairman Tom Lee, on Tuesday to discuss advancing President Donald Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve.
Well, Mara CEO Fred Thiel will also attend, according to advocacy group The Digital Chambers.
The talks aim to build support for the Bitcoin Act introduced by Senator Cynthia Lummis in March, which proposes acquiring 1 million BTC over 5 years.
That's right, and the roundtable will focus on funding methods that avoid taxpayer impact following the passage of the Genius Act stablecoin bill in July.
In another interesting update, XRP is set to gain new visibility in US markets with the launch of its first exchange-traded fund on September 18.
So, REC shares and Osprey funds will debut XRP and Dogecoin ETFs on CBOE under tickers XRPR and DOJE.
Bloomberg's James Sept noted that these are not pure spot funds but combine direct holdings with exposure through foreign ETFs.
So, less than a month later, CME Group will add options on XRP and Solana futures pending approval, expanding institutional access to crypto derivatives.
Well, in the blockchain space, Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin has outlined the network's new roadmap at the Japan Developer Conference.
The plan focuses on scalability, privacy, and security, and key steps include raising the gas limit and using ZK EVMs to improve Layer 1 performance.
Ethereum also aims to unify fragmented Layer 2s, support rapid finality protocols, and improve asset transfers.
So, privacy will be strengthened through zero-knowledge proofs, anonymous pools, and mixed networks.
Additionally, the Ethereum Foundation has formed a DAI team to build a decentralized AI economy on Ethereum.
So that's all in this episode of the Weekly Wrap. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off.
And this is me, Ruchi Sharma, signing off. Keep watching 3 TV and have a great weekend.